everybody? Welcome back to the Wasteland podcast. After the third technical interruption, this time coming from him, not from me, we are back. So, we were talking about the Katie and Cole drama between BWB and her. What caused that? Why were you guys going especially hard on her fucking girly balls? Why did that really happen exactly?
I don't actually know what started that. I mean, it was just one thing. Like one day it's like whatever, it's Katie Inkwell. And the next thing you know, it's like I think they were sweating us a lot more than we were sweating them because I don't really think anybody at BWB really cares, to be honest. And we all kind of made a big joke out of it. To be fair, like I don't know what their obsession was with us. I have no idea. That's something you
Yeah,
have
for
to ask
Norman, I
them.
think he was really obsessed because he was really making videos and stuff, right? And it's just, I just think it was just too much bullshit over nothing, man. It's just she's just some idiot.
Yeah,
She's just some fucking retard on the game. There's fucking billion retards on the game. I think it's
to
just
be
because
fair, like
she was known to be a retard on the game even before that, you know.
well, to be fair, that I mean, they've always done like cringe
PvP
like
bullshit.
content. I'm not even trying to be mean, but I'm just being honest. Like their content is very no offense, but it's
Listen,
very like
everybody bitches at BB is like, oh, they put videos killing footballs, killing the levels, but that's not all the time, right? It's
nah,
obviously you gotta give her for
nah.
your YouTube
If
video. That's all. That is exclusively her content, just her killing random idiots. At least you guys
no,
will
it's
fight actual people, and then you'll kill some idiots. At least like a mix.
no, it's not.
She just kills fucking idiots. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll put it this way: I kill everybody. I've killed my own friends.
Yeah.
There's no discernible difference between that for me. If a friend of mine comes like, "Hey, we want to fight," fuck it, let's do it. 100%, I have no problem with it. But I didn't disparage anyone for their level or whatever because I've had guys get mad at me. Well, you're level 1,000, I'm only level 300. I got a level 120 that walked through
No,
level
they're talking
3,000
about
all day long.
people who don't PvP, just like the random food builds. You know what I mean? Because people say oh they're too scared to fight real people, but even I don't fucking know that. I'm not friends with all of them. I'm only friends with you. Even and Kill Switch. Even I fucking know you guys aren't just fucking. You know what I mean, man? You guys actually want to go against other people. You guys actively seek challenging fights. You know what I mean? People assume you guys are just fucking jerking off or whatever the little you guys don't even get that many views. That's the thing. The whatever YouTube views you guys do get, that type of shit, man. You know, no disrespect to you, but I think some people are really, they're just looking for any outlet to fucking shit on you guys. You know.
I mean, that happens with anything. I know we are a very large group of people, especially most of us are content creators. Obviously, Pebbles and Mucho being the kind of the higher side of it. That they have the most subs, etc. So they're more involved with the content. I've got more involved in the last half year, obviously. But no, I mean, yeah, there's times I've killed level 40. Let's count kill level 3,000.
Man,
I've
who
definitely
doesn't, man?
shot.
Listen, man. We all go
Yeah,
on. We all massacre the poor people. Who doesn't? It's fun. It's great.
I fight everybody. I
Same
don't care
here.
what level you are. I don't care. I don't care if you're 18 in real life or 47 in real life. I don't care. It makes no difference to me. I don't care.
The saw cares not for who it digs into.
No, I don't. No, I don't care. I'll put it this way: if people don't like PvP or general, or even if they are not good yet, and they do like PvP, but they're not good at it yet or don't understand it yet, that's cool. But you need to learn how to humble yourself and die sometimes. Sometimes it just happens. I mean, if you go against somebody especially like Lethal Farms, for example, a friend of mine obviously knows the game really, really well. You cannot complain if you're in PvP mode and you hit him, he hits you back and kills you, or vice versa, he hits you, you hit him back. You invited that death. You invited that fight. So,
You chose
and
to hit
if you're
back.
a workshop,
You chose to stand at the
yeah, you
workshop. You
chose.
chose to hit back, etc.
Yeah.
And then they get
But
mad when you kill them. It was like, man, you hit me first, bro.
there's only a few ways you can do that, and the only way to like eliminate the possibility of fighting anyone. It's not just us; it's anyone. It goes for anybody. It goes for UDW. It goes for us. It goes for Enclave. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what kind of player you are. If you are a PvP player or a person who participates in PvP, and you another person doesn't want to be involved in it, there's this thing called passive mode that Bethesda released before I ever started playing this game.
Pussy mode.
Just turn it on. Like that's the only thing that we can kill you with if you're in passive mode. Is you're in a workshop, and I'm sorry, but workshops are PvP areas. They are made for PvP. If you don't like them, just be aware. If you're in a lobby and you take over a workshop, be very much aware. If somebody comes over there for no reason whatsoever, just on a different team, they just show up, they're probably there to kill you. If you don't want to be involved, leave the server or just let them have the workshop.
Or just stand in your prep world and farm fusion cores like I do.
Yeah, it's like I mean, if you really want to farm, like workshops, for example, is a very big thing. If you want to farm workshops, now I've had a video to where I discern my opinions on it, and don't get me wrong, I don't believe it's very good, very well implemented. But we're talking about reality here. If you want to farm workshops, go to a private. Majority of players who play this game for a long time have Fallout First. I mean, that's a given. Not everyone, but
Fallout
majority
4 is
of
a
them do.
convenience. It's just such an amazing convenience, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. So with that being said, just go to private. If you want to farm coffee or quantums or pemmican or whatever it may be, live bait, whatever now, go to your private. Take over all the workshops. And it'll go way faster, and you can do anything you want to do, and you can have 7 other friends join you. So that if you don't want to be involved in PvP, that's completely okay. Just have 7 of your friends join. If 8 people can't kill the queen, y'all are very bad at the game. I'm sorry. Very, very bad. If 8 people can't do a raid, you're not very good at raids. Just FYI.
Like, man, I can do... I think the other people actually need for is too. One guy to fucking distract the robot so it turns around, and the guy behind the robot backshotting it. You only need 2 people.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need 2 people, period. You can do it by yourself. It's a little bit more annoying because you move it costly, but you can still do it by yourself. Just take a few seconds longer. But if you have 2 people, yeah, it's way easier, obviously.
Yeah, way
Because
easier.
all you do is aggro the buddy, you can go over and smack him in the ass.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's it. It's over. So, I mean, yeah, if you don't want to participate in PvP, there's passive mode.
So there's the people who don't want to participate, right? And then there's people who basically fucking want to ruin the fun for everybody, saying, "Nah, nobody can PvP," right? Like who were like, "PvP should get removed from your game. PvP is bad. PvP sucks." When like, literally, this game, right, was based off PvP, was built off PvP from the start. That was the original plan. Yes, obviously that plan has shifted. But back in the day, the only fucking thing you do in this game was kill each other, shoot each other.
Yeah. But, well, that's my argument. The content for this game was the people. And
that's been the game since day one. That's the reason why we'll play this game. Listen, man, I don't log on to this game for the bullshit. I log into this game for moments like this when you're talking with your bro, you're just chilling. 76, I've said this multiple billions, trillions of times. 76 is a people's game. You're not playing 76. You're playing the community. You're playing the people.
No.
That's how it's always been. That's why you log on every day. You log on to talk with the people.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just what the game was built off of. That's also just like the community in general. That's just the way the game was built.
Well, I'll put it this way. If you don't like PvP, go on passive. If you don't like human interaction, go play Fallout 4.
You don't like, I'm adding that. You know, I'm adding that. If you don't like human interaction, go play Fallout 4. That's great. That's like a custom.
If you want a single player game with multiplayer people, you have to realize sometimes you're going to run into people you don't like. And that's
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing people don't realize. It's a wasteland. People are going to be assholes.
Yeah.
What? Are you kidding me? A scenario in the apocalypse where there's 0 rules at all? People are going to kill, murder, grief, destroy, rape, pillage? What? Are you serious? That's crazy, right, man? That's just crazy. There's no way that would happen. Yeah.
That to me has always been weird. It's like this game is built around the fact that you're in a wasteland and you're trying to survive.
I don't mind how nice people are. I just think people are too nice, man. And how it's like, you know, it's like, and like if you do one little thing, you murder one dude, everybody looks at you like you just fucking that you just like said the most heinous shit ever, and they fucking give you thumbs down and shit. It's like,
Well,
man, all I did was
PvP,
kill.
I've had this instance happen to me a few times while PvPing, killing, griefing, etc. What you would call it, where somebody has come in the area chat and say, "I don't believe players like you should exist." Well, I mean, yeah, you're
Sucks
free
to
to think
suck.
that, but we do exist. I mean, you may not think it should, but we do exist, just like daily ops exist and raids exist. We exist. We're pulling our
Just
players in.
just
Yes.
like just like the standard VEF ant who follows their leader, we follow our own ways. You know what I mean?
Mhm. I mean, if you feel that way, you're welcome to feel that way, but you're not welcome to
You're not welcome to tell me
manipulate.
how to do my thing or how to fucking tell us what to do.
Exactly. You're welcome to have your opinion, but you're not welcome to tell me how to play my game. Simple as that. I
Amen.
mean,
Yeah.
as long as they're not cheating, I have no problem with it personally at all. If somebody's not cheating, they're not like stacking or something like that. I'm sorry, bro. If you don't want to participate, just remove yourself from the equation, make it where they can't do that, and then you're fine.
Just
You
log
do
off.
whatever
Just
you do
go home. Just
wrong.
turn the console off, dude.
Man, no, you could just go in passive mode
Yeah,
if you want
exactly.
to
Yeah,
get
just
with
go
your
passive.
friends and farm. I mean, like I know it still sound like a smart ass comment, but I'm being dead serious. I know people have done that. And if you want to get on and just farm cranberry relish and go farm daily ops and raids, heck, you're welcome to do that. But don't complain when other players that exist in the game that have a different way of playing hit you.
Yeah.
Because this game, unlike PUBG or Apex or whatever you may want to say,
There's no
you have to
rules.
mutually agree to fight. There's
Sure. Yeah.
only like a couple ways around that. You have to be wanted, stuff like that. But that's the extreme thing. But normal circumstances, they're not going to go through that much trouble. Nobody's going to go
Yeah,
through
that
that much
much
trouble.
trouble.
I mean, there are people that will, but majority of the time, they're not going to go through that much trouble.
He's
It's
like,
just a
if
few
you're
shots.
not in a PvP lobby, you're not really gonna find much PvP.
Mm-mm.
Like a lot
As a
of
matter
people
of fact,
bitch like, oh, there's no more random fights. There's no more moments like that. It's like, bro, what the fuck do you expect, man? There's actually shit to do now. People are gonna do other shit. If you want a PvP,
yeah.
go to the PvP lobbies. That's what you do.
So honestly, the easiest way to get a PvP lobby is be friends with PvPers. Simple as
Yeah, that's
that. And
all
so
you
a
have to do.
PvP lobby,
Either no
yeah, just be
PvPers
friends
or
with PvP.
just join like any clan. There's always gonna be PvP everywhere. That's it.
Let me say, I mean, all you gotta do is join on, like, say, let's say you got like, I'll use my friends list as an instance, for example. Let's say I want to jump on Grim, Chili Peppers, Z Bags, EMP, something like that. I usually jump on them when I want to fight, or Lethal Farms, obviously, or Carnage, obviously. Like, join people you know that participate heavily
Exactly.
in
That's all you got to
PvP,
do. And so we
and
all
you
we all
will
know
find
like
PvP.
there's some people on our list who are like, oh, they stir the most shit, or it's like, oh, I see so X X X and X and X online. That means there's something going on. Let me join one of these guys. Then boom, you're in a PvP lobby.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. It's not that
Mm-hmm.
hard.
And the one thing about PvP in this game, once you get into a lobby, like say, let's just say there's only like 4 PvPers, right? There's like a team of 2 guys, or even one guy, and there's one guy over here, and you got another guy shows up, then you show up. Then maybe only 4 there at a time. Give it a little time. Give it a little time. I guarantee more PvPers will show up. I can't tell you how many times I've been in the lobby with like 1 or 2 PvPers, or just with my guys in general in our group, like EMP and Z-Bags, for example, or Sweet Cheeks. And we're just chilling at White Spring, just hanging out. And like an hour later, all of a sudden, you got 6, 7, 8
Oh
people
yeah, yeah,
show
that
up
happens.
that are PvPers. It happens. If you
It's
stay
cause
still
like
in the lobby,
people like
it
me and my
happens.
team will always see is, oh yo, some BWB's on. Let's go see if they got the whole horde on. Let's go kill them. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
Easy as that.
Legit. I mean, and here's the funny part. There's times I'm doing other stuff. Like actually, just a couple hours ago, I was fishing with Grim and my friend Peach, and we are just hanging out. They were trying to get a certain fish, and I was struggling to deal with it. I was getting like frustrated because it was just so slow. Personal preference, obviously, but that's just the way I feel. And I was sitting there fishing with them, just hanging out. We're sitting there talking, carrying on with each other, just hanging out. Lethal shows up out of nowhere. We just start talking. Lethal joins in, starts fishing. And obviously, Lethal came to fight. I wasn't really in the mood to fight, and he knew that. I didn't tell him that. But he knew it because I was like, yeah, bro, I'm just chilling, bro. And that was it. And the next thing I know, PvP Maniac shows up, and then his little alt Boo Boo
By
shows
the way,
up.
the first
Chili
time
Pepper
in
shows up.
months he actually joined the game for one thing, Because obviously he's
Yeah,
on
it's
my
like so.
he's on my team, yes,
If,
but that's a fucking. It's like for the first time ever
you know,
in 10 years, he finally logs on. You know.
here's the crazy part because I've had people do this with me, and I don't mind doing this at all. If you want to fight in PvP, you want a fair fight. Even if I'm not doing it that day, let's say I'm doing something, helping. I help people build a lot here lately, which is fine. I like doing that. There's times I'll be in party chat with somebody going through their cars, trying to help them. And I may be in that party chat, that may be in somebody's world, and you join on me like you want to fight, and just come over there or text me or just come in area chat near me if I'm not in area chat. I will see your name and I probably will, I more likely will respond. It may take me a minute, maybe in the middle of something, but I will respond to you. And then what's going to happen is, hey man, I'm looking for a fight. Oh, you want to fight? I can probably get you somebody. I'll send a group text out, and then I'll find somebody that'll fight you. Guarantee I will find someone. It may not be somebody you like. It may be PvP Maniac. It may be Lethal. It may be Grim. It may be Sweet Cheeks. I don't. It may be Tete Zombie. I will find you a fight. Like, I personally will help you do that. I have no problem with
Yeah,
that.
like,
Now, if
there's
I
always
can't
just gonna be
provide,
some idiot, or not even just an idiot, just people who just want to kill some people. You know.
And there's nothing wrong with that. If you just want to fight, there's nothing. That's how I got into PvP. I just like the PvP. That's it. I like to fight players because at the basis of this game of 76, once you understand builds and the weapons and the armor, once you actually understand them and you know how to
The
make a
cards,
build
the
and make a
cards,
fighter,
to be cheeky and
yeah,
also will just fall into place.
yeah, but when you learn how they actually work in conjunction with weapons, and that's one of my biggest thing is always put your build around a weapon.
Pardon me?
You will do the min max of everything. Whether it's a Gat Plans, Holy Fire, Auto Axe, Warglaive, doesn't matter what it is. I know a lot about those kind of builds, and that's the reason why I like to give those builds away and help people with them. Is because I can really take a build in about 5 minutes. I won't be perfect, but I guarantee it'll be an amazing build. And on top of that, it will destroy PvE. That's the main reason I play PvP. There's no challenge in PvE at all. Period.
There's
Even
absolutely
before
zero. It's just fucking boring,
no,
man. You can only kill fucking ghouls or whatever so often. It's just no fun, dude.
yeah. I mean, I was in Ununity Thorn. This is before 4 stars. I was in Ununity Thorn, strength all the way through, sentinel all the way through, with anti-armor, power
Dude,
attack, three
even in
strength auto
like,
attack.
oh, this is kind of cheating.
And walking
Like even
through,
like the old day was
walking
just like
through.
your legacy, bro. PvP was so trivial. It was so fucking trivial.
Uh, but this game at its base is very simple. And I was going to say, I harp on this a lot. In the end game, you're either a PvPer, a builder, or a trader, or a multitude of those three.
Or a group
You may not
leader.
PvP at all. Yeah, but either you're either going to be a builder or a trader, or you're going to be a trader and a fighter, or a fighter and a builder. There's no in between.
Exactly. Yeah, those
That's
are
the
the
three main.
fucking those are your character presets.
Mm-hmm.
You pick your character preset.
Yeah. And to be fair, you may be a high level, know your shit really, really well. And you may be the kind of person that goes through and helps other people. That's true too. But that's not always the case. There is people that do that. I know because I'm one of them. I just centralize on PvP, not on PvE. There's other guys I know personally, I know in this game that do that for PvE. And I do it really well. And with that being said, like, that's kind of your choices. I mean, how many times can you farm Earl? I've farmed Earl solo in a minute, like 10 seconds. Way back. That's half a year ago. And that was a joke. Like, once you get to a certain level, not even a level, once you get a certain amount of knowledge, the game is super easy. So it's a trader, builder, or fighter. That's your three choices. And if you don't like them, move on to another game. And you probably will move on to another game. There's nothing wrong
But
with that. Do your thing.
to bring it up,
You played the game.
there
It's your
is
thing.
there's a fourth class that nobody likes. Nobody likes to be around except the people who are that fourth class. That is the role players, the hardcore role players. Because obviously, idiots like us,
Yeah.
we all role play to a certain degree. But they're the major idiots. Now, obviously, look, some of them are cool, some of them are decent. I hang around with some of them just because one, they're good camp builders, and two, they're not retarded. That there are the major retards and the major fucking larpers. Now, what is your opinion on that? What is your opinion on those fine, lovely specimen here in the Wasteland? What is your opinion on that?
I honestly, I think they're playing the game the way they want to, and that's fine. I personally do not and will not ever play this game in a role play position. Do I understand other people will? That's fine. You're 100%. You're correct in the way you want to play. But as I said before, it's to me it is a ridiculous way to play, especially when you have other grown men telling grown men how to play a game. That
Oh,
is
yeah,
crazy. That is crazy.
Listening
And
is
you
the key to
can
life.
dislike it or
Have
not. I
fun.
don't really care because I just find that cringeworthy. Because I ain't no other grown man gonna tell me how to play a damn video game. That's crazy.
yeah. Or like, fuck, what is it? It's like, we don't name names or VF, who basically say like, can't be friends with anybody. You only can only talk to people in this group. That type of bullshit. That type of restrictive bullshit. Now, well, I agree
Now
with you. I agree with you the
that's
same
a
way.
power
We
trip.
have free choice. You do things the way you want to do things. Do as you please. But nobody gives you the right to tell me or anybody what they can and cannot do, or who they can and
Absolutely.
cannot associate themselves with.
I agree.
Here's the thing,
100%.
right? You're a good guy, right? You know my relations with your group, our intergroup relations, whatever. But you and me, we
Yeah.
can always shoot the shit and be pals. You know what I mean? They, on the other hand, if you're not drinking their Kool Aid, you can't really be around them.
Yeah, I know. I've had that instance happen with me with the VEF actually. Not me personally, obviously, but like I have friends in the VEF, guys I've known, guys I've even helped with PvP a lot,
Yeah.
and like they they had added me one day. There's a couple of them added me. I was like, bro, why did you add me? Like, what the hell? They said, well, the leader group, blah 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 this, blah 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 that. Like, yeah, I didn't really like it. It kind of pissed me off, but I wasn't mad at them. I was mad at them, but I wasn't mad at them. You know what I mean? It's like
I think that
I
was
really
the
should have
position
told
they
one of them,
were
like,
in.
bro, how are you gonna let another
Lights
grown
and
man tell
sky.
you what to do?
It's
Like, how
communication.
I don't
Yeah,
get that, bro.
exactly.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being brutally honest with you. How the
It's
fuck are
like,
you gonna let some
yeah,
dude tell you?
like
That's
it's just some
crazy.
idiot, just another idiot. Like it's not even like anything serious. Like, bro, you're doing this for free. Like, get
Yeah,
out, man. Like, you need to think your choices. That's just me.
yeah. That's basically what I told them. And you know what's bad about it? Three of them added me back. And they, as far as I know, I know one of them is still in VF. The other two quit. They straight quit. I told them to go shove it. To be fair, they should because there's nothing wrong with a VEF in practice. The group itself, what they're wanting to do, nothing wrong with it. It's
True.
just the actions of their leadership, quote unquote, that's the problem.
Yeah, that is
That's
exactly it.
that's
Because
the problem.
even like obviously Lucy, Lucifer, amazing guy, great guy.
Yeah, yeah, that was
She
yeah.
got so much shit for just being friends with me because we knew each other all those years back. He would get so much shit all the fucking time, and even for just associating himself with me, just not fucking being toxic, not like immediately like booting me off or whatever. And the thing too, even when he was in the VEF, right? I would never join off him to go fuck with him because obviously, we all have had our phases where we decide let's go balls deep on the VEF exclusively. We've all done that. It's
Yeah,
it's kind of a rite of passage at the minute right now, but it's he got so much shit and like you knew like the whole Raider VEF shit, right?
yeah.
I was involved with that, but it's like fuck, what the fuck, I'm getting into tangent. What the fuck am I talking about? It's some bullshit, man. It's just like fucking. There are no rules, and I can't stand people who decide we're gonna make some rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, they're free to
Who
make
else
those
is out
rules.
there
I just find it weird
watching
that they
us,
try to tell
trying to
other
figure
They just
people
tell
us
other
what to
people
out?
what
do.
to do.
That's
Listen, you can live by your own rules or whatever, right? But it's like, or like whatever, like within your group, fine. That's your property. That's your territory. Do what you want. But when you fucking be all North Korea like, that's when shit just becomes lame. Boo, man.
Yeah, very late. But see, my thing is like with a VEF, personally, even with a VEF myself, I just feel like it's a power trip, and
Oh, it
that's one
absolutely
thing
is
we
a
don't.
major power trip. Like the
And
ones
that's
in charge are absolutely just nerds who have egos who want to live their fucking power trip fantasies, bro. I'm not gonna lie to
that's
you. I used to be one of those people, and it's a lot, man. It's fucking. I know the type when I see it because I had the disease. You know,
yeah, fair. I got you.
it's
But
absolutely just some power trip. But here's the thing, right? What I can't get: how can you have a power trip where you just get made fun of all the time, you get humiliated all the time? How can you go back to your people and just act like, oh, nothing happened? You know, how's that possible, man?
yeah,
Because if it's like you're just like, oh, I'm awesome, I'm cool, I'm pageant, whatever, whatever, whatever. Like if you just get fucking laughed at, made fun of, got shit thrown at you, or even farm grief, whatever. How do you go back and fucking have a straight face? You know what I mean, man? I would like rethink everything because like if
well, it's like
that's your whole identity, how do you live with
I
yourself?
believe
You
in
know?
I believe in those instances. That's usually when they like, cause like I know people that have said that like the BAB stacks, even though that's insane. Because like I said,
Like
we
one guy
said
did it and
BAB
everybody
is
jumped your guys' balls on that pretty much.
it's just yeah. It's but I'm saying like if they lose to one of us, for example, like I've had instances where this has happened to me personally, and I thought it was weird, but I'm like okay, whatever, dude. They're like, oh, y'all are stacking. That's the reason why, bro. You have no idea what our group is about if you believe that, because we have literally been trying to police, like, to a degree, we even try, and we have. We've formed so many stackers at this point, it's insane. Um, we do have a very good record at that. I will say we have a very, very good record at that. And we kind of went from Peter, like, fighting, like doing legit fights, stuff like that, to like, you know what? We're sick of these. We're sick of these stackers. We're just tired of it. We're just sick of this shit. And not only that, I know the community's sick of this shit. Me personally, like I knew the community was sick of this shit. So we basically said, you know what? We're just going to target these guys constantly, nonstop, over and over again. So stack as much as you want. You're still gonna die. Like even if you do take one of us with you, you ain't taking us all with you. So it's like, you know what? We're gonna push these guys in. We're tired of this shit. So it's to me it's always weird when they say, well, we know y'all are killing the community, bro. We've been trying our best to like help the community. But I mean, I know there's things we do in our own group that people don't like. I get that. But you can't take the good with the bad too. You can't just have it both ways. You can't have it cake and eat it too, bro. Like some of us are trolls, some of us like the grief. And yeah, that's a natural fact. But
Shit
just
happens.
realize that
Shit happens.
we're going to do what we're going to do. Simple as that. You either can learn to deal with it, or you can join in the fun. To be honest, we don't
You can either
discriminate.
fight with us or fight against us. That's pretty much your saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we don't really hold any ill will. I personally do not hold ill will against pretty much anybody in this game. There's certain people I don't really care for too much. It's just very small people, not people this ain't much. But it's like they're very much aware of it if they know me. So it ain't like I hate them or something. It's just, I just don't care to interact with them. Baphomet being one of them. Besides
Oh
that,
yes, yes.
don't have
So
super toxic.
where does your beef go with him? Because for me, it's kind of a long one, but it's like is it a long story with him, or is it just like he's just a retard and he doesn't
No,
like you
it's
because
just
you
a
kill him?
fact. Just a fact he's a stacker. I don't like it. That's all. And that's the reason why I don't like him. And he's toxic as hell, obviously.
Yeah,
Super
he
toxic.
is very extremely toxic, man. He will look for anything
Mm.
in
No,
your
oh
real
yeah.
life to use against you. He'll fucking do anything he can.
That's why I'm very quiet about my real life, because I'm aware there's people in this game who are like obsessive levels, and I am a father, and I have no desire to have my son exposed to some of these retards in this
That is
game.
absolutely fair too, because it's like
I don't
there's a
have
lot at
any
stake with
desire.
real life shit, which like some people in this community do sometimes, and it's just like here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
If
Just
you hate somebody that much that you're just gonna get their real life involved, man, you have some problems, and you gotta just turn the game off and just deal with whatever the fuck your problem is, man. Pretty much it.
Like, yeah, if you're getting this mad at pixels, you need to go. Like, I'm not even being rude. I'm being honest. You need to go see a psychiatrist, or you need to
You
reevaluate
gotta
your
get the
life.
fuck out, breathe some fresh air, and then figure your shit
You
out.
need to do
That's
something.
the
You
best
need to do
advice you
something.
give on those people.
If you're getting that, because here's the thing: in '76, for some reason, people freak out when they die, and I have never understood that because I played a lot of like hardcore first-person shooters.
Yeah, like you
So
die. In
dying,
this game, you die, nothing happens.
it's like it's
In like a game
this
like
game
Rust, if
has
you die and you have a fucking entire inventory of farm you spend hours doing, like, you know what I mean? Like that fucking matters. In this game, you die and nothing fucking matters.
like nothing happens. Like you just when you
Yeah,
lose some scrap. I mean,
who
okay,
cares? Yeah, exactly.
like it's not a big deal at all. It's not even a deal to me
I
personally
think
because it's like,
people freak out. It's kind of like an ego thing, right? That's why people freak out. That's pretty much it.
well, I think it's because a lot of it has to do with Bethesda. To be fair,
How so?
Bethesda made it where people felt really safe in this game to the point where,
Yes,
okay,
I
you're gonna
agree with
die.
that. Yeah, like them, it's like a safe space. And the second that safe
Like
space or that like fucking
you go ahead and do what you want.
yeah,
There's no repercussions, etc., etc., etc. And the reality is there is repercussions, and there's people that will seek you out and
it's
kill
kind of
you.
like an animal who grew up without like a predator, and the second predators get in
Yeah,
that environment, they don't know how to deal with it.
yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's actually a pretty decent analogy for that, actually, because yeah, I mean, there's you gotta understand in this game, there's people who will go out of their way to kill you. Like they will
Oh
go
yes,
way out of their way.
dude,
There's
I
some
got to
people.
feel you,
They're
man.
not
Like
just
there's
griefers. They're not really just griefers. I see. Okay, I'll put it this way. To me, a griefer is like somebody who goes to a public event and leaves the event. And like in
that's
case they
fun,
get
man.
shot,
We've all done
they,
that, bro.
they
Don't lie.
yeah,
We've all done
I've done
that.
that tons of times. So, and you know what? Here's the funny part. You're the event. The only thing that happens, even if you could have 1,000 pounds of junk on you, if you're an event, guess what? You don't drop junk.
But you don't? Oh
So
yeah, wait, yeah,
you're
wait. No, I thought
the
you did.
nope. You do not.
Oh shit.
So the only thing
You
that's
just lose
happening is
caps.
you're
You just lose
dying.
caps. You use caps.
You're
You just
just
respawn
dying.
instantly.
You're
Like
just dying.
you
That's
don't even get kicked out of the event. You just die, lose caps, and come back. That's it. Then you know, oh,
that's
let me
it.
watch out for that guy. That's it.
There's nothing else. Like there's no real negative besides you dying. There's no negative. There's nothing to lose. There's nothing. That's it. That's all that happens. So, bro, why are you so stressed about dying in the
Like,
video
why are
game?
you
That's
so
crazy.
fucking pressed, man?
I don't understand that. To me, that's always been weird. Like, bro, I can tell a lot of people that in this game have never played like heavy shooter games or very competitive games because that is a guarantee. I don't care how good a player you are, you will die at some point. Like
You're
there's no
gonna get
doubt. It's
fucked with,
guaranteed.
you know?
You're going to die at some point. Like you're going to miss your shots. It's going to happen. Like so for you to die in a game where there's no real negative and you bug out, that's crazy to me. That's just wild. Like,
It is,
why
dude.
are you so upset? Why are you so upset? I don't get it. Like, but that's like I said. I think that goes back to Bethesda. Protecting its players to a degree. Like, well, maybe they're very inclusive, very friendly. Which that's nothing wrong with that
Little
at all.
too inclusive, if you ask me.
So it's like, well, you can't die to the players. Yeah, well, yeah, you can. You definitely can. It just sometimes takes effort from that person, or it takes effort from the player in general to understand how to kill people in that scenario. That's all.
Yep, yeah.
And trust me, there's ways around things too. There's plenty of ways around shooting. But it's just according to how much of a toxic dick you are. Because if you come to area chat, if somebody hits you in our PvP, or for example, they
And you're screaming
pixelate
about it,
you,
yeah.
yeah, and you come to area chat going, "Oh, you're a fucking piece of shit," going, they're probably going to like use you as a centerpiece for a video. To be fair, if they're a content creator, you're definitely going in a video.
Oh yeah, you're
Most
gonna get
not.
fucked with. Like, this is the thing, right? If you
It's
act
up
like
to
an
you
idiot,
whether 30
don't
seconds or
feed the
30 minutes.
trolls. Do not feed the trolls. If you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna be a lolcow, don't feed the trolls. If you're gonna be fucked with, don't feed the trolls. Don't
Because
give them, don't give them more
I,
ammunition to make fun of you with. You know, man.
And there's also something else I would like to address, and this is to me is very important to me.
Okay, go ahead.
When it comes to PvP, I have heard this said so many times, and I regurgitated this on my own video when it comes to review of
I've got
76.
so much to do.
People say
You
that
wouldn't
people
believe
who
it.
play
Check in with me
PvP or
later,
engage
okay?
in PvP are toxic. I want to tell you right
They're
now,
not.
most PvPers I know are not toxic. Are there PvPers who are toxic? Absolutely. Now, there's also, but see, it's not because they're PvPers. It's because they're people. And I've met PvEers who are super toxic. As a matter of fact, I just had a video of a guy. He's one of the most toxic people I ever met in the game. He wanted real world addresses. He wanted to fly people out of his house. He wanted to kick their ass, etc., etc., etc. Talked about people's kids in real life. Talked about people's personal lives in real life, about their financial situations. That kind of stuff is extremely toxic and cringy.
Yeah, it's kind of like
So
the bad apples in the bunch, just like ruin it for everybody. Like the loud minority, ruin it for everybody.
yeah, so if you believe every PvPer is toxic, I don't know what to tell you besides you're reacting with emotion, not logic.
Yeah, like, you need to calm the fuck
That's
down, man. Like whatever the
because I
fuck
will
happened,
say
we didn't
this.
do it to you.
I will say this. I've always tried to do that, even in my videos. If you watch my videos, I've never been the one who engages in the toxicity. Usually, I will participate and watch you do it and make fun of you,
Yeah,
100%. But I don't go to somebody and say, hey bitch. I don't do that. I've never been that person. I can't do that. But yeah, I have no problem like showing people who are toxic. And it doesn't matter if you're a PvP or a PvE. I don't care what your play style is. If you're toxic, you're toxic. But just because they're a PvPer does not mean they're toxic. That's an absolute
like why do
stupid
they?
thing to
Like what
do.
is the stigma? Why do they associate it immediately? I just don't understand.
Here's the reason why. This is my opinion. This is my theorem. The reason why people think that people are in PvP are toxic is because they're killing them. It's
True,
more of
yeah.
an emotional response. It's not. Let's say it's not logical. It's not
Let
saying,
the
well, you
anger
killed me,
flow
therefore you're bad.
through you. Let the anger flow through
Yeah.
you.
So everybody's the victim in their own story. So
True,
you
that's
know.
exactly true.
So somebody has to be the toxic one, and it's not going to be the one that died. It's not going to be the
Yeah,
one that
like he has to be the bad guy because I'm awesome. I'm great. I'll never do anything bad. You know, that's
Exactly.
that's
So
their mindset.
it's guilt. It's a guilt by association. It's not guilt by determined fact. Because you associate with this type of playstyle, you are toxic. No,
Or
that
it's
don't
like
have
they
nothing to
had
do with it.
one bad experience with one guy, and now everybody's like that one guy. Obviously I know, every role player guy isn't like the VEF or whatever. We all know that, and like every PvPer isn't like Baphomet or whatever. Man.
No,
Those, like
it
I
ain't
said
close.
before, they're just the loud retards who ruin it for everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, if they feel that way, they're fine to feel that way. Just because you feel a certain way
You
about
have an
them
opinion.
doesn't
You're
mean
allowed to have an opinion. It's a free society.
you're allowed. You're entitled to your opinion, but you're not entitled to the fact of whatever that may happen.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
facts doesn't agree with you. Just your opinion. That's it.
It's true. Yeah, and like 90% of PvPers, so fucking 95% of PvPers are some of the chillest dudes you meet on this game.
Yeah, and they will help you in a heartbeat. A lot of them will help
Yeah,
you quickly. If you come to their chat and you start being toxic, like "fuck you, you piece of shit, you killed me," they're gonna laugh at you and make fun of you.
they're gonna laugh
That's
at
what
you
they're
and they're
gonna
gonna
do.
they're gonna poke you with a stick because you're
Yeah,
making
yeah,
yourself. You're the bear. You're making yourself be the bear that be poked with the stick.
yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I've done it too. Like, so I've killed people, and they come there like, I mean, you're a fucking piece of shit. You live home alone and all this other wild shit. Like, bro, what are you talking about? This has nothing to do with the game. But okay, cool. And I just constantly egg them on. Keep talking, bro. Keep talking. You'll feel
Yeah,
better.
yeah. Keep going. Keep
Like,
going a
so,
little bit more.
I'm not even being toxic. I'm just literally just like, yeah, keep talking. You'll feel better. Just keep talking. You'll be right eventually. Keep talking. And I usually kill them with some ad hoc stuff. I've had people say, I'm gonna get your IP and bad here. Guess what? That was like a year ago. Still haven't. Dude, you lied to me. You still haven't done that, by the way, that guy. But,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's not good to lie, man. You need to keep your word. But in all
Like
fairness, it's
do
like,
it. Like I've said this before to people who say it. Like do it, pussy. You won't. Most of the time they won't because they're just
mhm.
either children who don't know anything or they're just
Yeah.
like they're also just idiots who don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're just trying to get one on you.
Well, that's the weird part to me. Like, I haven't really met many kids in this game. I know there's people, but I don't really talk to kids that much to me on this kid, like on the game itself, like
Who
playing shit.
does? It's
I can't.
like they're
I
idiots.
don't. I don't. I like to stick with my own kind of group, like 20, 30, 40 year olds, because I just feel like there's nothing to talk about with a damn child, honestly, a teenager, and gonna should talk about. So, to me, it's weird because, like I said, a lot of my instances where I've had super toxic people or people get really pissy because they died, it's usually like people like 30s, 40s, 50s. Like it's people who've been adults for a long time who are well aware of etiquette when it comes to talking to people, where you're not perceived as an idiot. And they still just go in gung ho and they jump in that pit of stupidity and they roll around that shit like a slap of a pig, bro. They just roll around that shit. That to me
Yeah.
is crazy. Now, don't get me wrong. Continue to do it. I love making videos on that. But
Yeah, yeah. By all means, continue to be idiot. Continue to
By
be idiot.
all means, if you want to come to the chat now like a fool, I'm going to cap you. Yes. If you start talking, I'm going to start recording. That goes for anybody who's a content creator that kind of pulls toward that kind of content. Yes, absolutely. Just like anybody who plays 5M Sir RP and they get toxic people, they're recording as soon as you open your mouth. Probably before they open your mouth. They probably
Yeah, because
record.
like they're like
So,
expecting a reaction.
mm-hmm. So your reaction is the content. So that is the content to a
Don't be
certain
the
degree.
court. Just don't be the court jester.
Here's the easiest way to do it, and I have no problem dealing with toxicity. Now, I'm not saying I've never been toxic back. Obviously, I have. I'm
Of course,
glad, and obviously,
everybody's been a little toxic.
but more times often than not, I don't even respond to toxicity. I'll either laugh at you or just it's like, all right, yeah, whatever, and I just move on because at the end of the day, bro, you're I don't really know you, so I don't care. I don't know if your name's Tom or Jeffrey or Xavier. I don't like you mean nothing to me, personally. Like in that regard, so random person, I don't care if you're mad. I don't care. It means nothing to me. So like, you're not going to get under my skin. And usually I look at that way. If somebody acts that way towards you, the best thing to do is just laugh at them. Just snide them.
Exactly, man. Yeah.
Just just laugh at them because there's nothing they can do. It's just like one gamer to another gamer making like veiled, empty threats. Like, it's like there's nothing's gonna happen.
Sure. Yes.
It's no different from somebody calling you on the phone. They live fucking 5 states away. I'm gonna go find you. Sure you are, bro.
Yeah. Sure.
Go
But
get
yeah,
on
man.
there.
Like this little mild disagreement
Sure,
on the
bro.
game is like, yeah, sure, man. Definitely.
I'll wait for your FedEx. Sure, bro. But like, don't buy into that shit. If somebody's
Like,
being
don't feed
toxic
the
and you're
trolls,
not
but
being
also just
toxic,
don't fucking happens.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
stoop
don't.
to their level. Don't go to their retard pit. They want you to jump in the retard pit with them.
But don't worry, if somebody acts like a fool in this game, I have no problem putting that mirror up. I have no problem at all.
Put them in their place. Exactly, man.
I have no problem with it.
All right, Pierce, we're getting a little bit late. You know, the meters are starting to run. Do you have anything you'd like to add before we end this broadcast?
Mm, sure. I will put it plainly. If you don't like PvP, don't join in. If you like PvP, hit me up. I'll help you out best I can. And every 76 you're in the game, don't be mad when you die. It's just part of it. It's just game. It's just pixels. It's gonna be all right.
It's not real. Amen. That's what I'm talking about.
That's right.
All right, for the current abrupt change in scenery, that last bit of the video had to be kind of cut a little bit just so I can actually upload it. But I would like to thank all of you for watching. But I also would like to thank all of the new viewers and all the new subscribers. And I'd like to thank BWB Mucho for this shout out. Really goes a long way. Kind of boosted me a little bit. I appreciate that, everybody. I am very close to 100 subscribers, and that's kind of big for me. I know I may not upload as much as you guys over there in the Black Owner Bandits, but hey, I try. You know, I do projects and I do videos that interest me. And again, I just like thank you all for allowing me to collaborate with you guys and for being cool again. Anyways, this has been your president, EXE, signing off.